Well, the role of societies in general is that it's really a place where you can meet and talk and be exclusive about cinematography. And not only the technology, which is an important part, but also the artistry. We need to be able to share our vision and the way we do things. And not in my wildest dreams could I have ever foreseen that one day I would be running the ASC. I did have a mission when I started, which is now almost 2 years ago, and that mission was to globalize the organization and really help the artistry of the organization. I mean, we did stuff like starting, for instance, a still photography initiative, where our members submit still photographs twice a year, and we do an exhibition here. We obviously increased a lot in education because I felt education was an important mission for us to complete. We became very active in our digital publications, because again, we had a great publication that's also 100 years old in print, but we needed to transfer into the digital world. I also felt that we had a great heritage here because of who was a member here and what we were in the history of cinematography. And I felt that we need to express ourselves more through our collection, which was extraordinary. We have cameras here that were used by Chaplin. We have cameras here that were used by Robert Burke, who shot with Hitchcock. For me, it was important to collect these tools that these great cameramen had been using, and that told more than just the story of an old camera, that really gave you the opportunity to see, oh, this is the tool that shot this particular movie, and how did they do it? 3 members have to write letters on your behalf that they think it's a good thing for you to become a member because of the merits of your work. Then you get invited for an interview for the membership committee, which is usually 15 to 20 members that look at a selection of your work and then decide and vote on your membership. So that's sort of the procedure as it has been forever. Our membership today is 395 approximately, and our total membership over the last 100 years is about 650. So it gives you an idea how small the group has been. And these have all been cinematographers that have been shooting most of the main films, certainly in the United States. I think that about 15 to 20% of our members are foreign, because we're not just American cinematographers. We spread out. We are an international organization. And we just started an initiative here which we call the Alliance, which is basically an alliance between the ASC, BSC, AFC, SBC and NSC to begin with. And what we're going to do is we're going to talk together. I mean, we have at the ASC an international summit every 2 years, but what happened is everybody would come here from sometimes as much as 40 countries. We had a wonderful week, and then it lasted 2 years, or took 2 years before we got back together. And I thought that was kind of unfortunate because our industry is moving very fast. Things are happening. So forming the alliance, the idea is that we stay in touch, that we communicate, and that it's not always society to society, but that all the presidents are in touch on a very personal basis. And if something comes up that matters, that we share this information. And that's been happening now for the last 6 months, and I really enjoy that because there's a lot of feedback. And we're facing, technology challenges, but we're also facing an industry that is getting more and more global. I mean, production is spreading out all over the world, and we need to be able, as associations, societies of cameramen, we need to be able to communicate on all those levels. And I think that's what I love to see happening more and more.